Alright, so this is going to be the first episode of Calamity and Crew, the podcast edition. We got some pretty interesting topics to talk about today.
Whip it!
And we'll just get straight into it. So, where's my fucking phone?
Right here.
Let me see that shit. So first on the list of things we have today to talk about is constipation and coffee.
This is man's forte.
I've never been constipated by it.
You've never been constipated?
Not by coffee.
Have you ever been constipated before and drank coffee to like solve the issue?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I've been constipated.
Bro.
And I had to get an eczema, or what the fuck is it called? An enema? They shoot a water jet up your ass, bro.
Said I needed to get an eczema.
I was like,
Eczema. Cut this. I don't know what the fuck we're talking about.
Oh, man. We are medical professionals here on this show. Everybody has a PhD, so.
It's basically Scrubs.
Yeah, it's Scrubs, the podcast edition.
So I'm gonna start doing the fucking, what dance is that shit? The poison. Poison! Poison! Start going off.
So, yeah. Dude, there was one time I hadn't taken a shit for like 3 days, dude. 3 days. And I was drinking coffee. And I was just not, I was smoking cigarettes trying to make it fucking happen, you know?
Yeah.
And it was not happening, dude. And like, my stomach hurt so fucking bad. It was killer. It was not good. And then I drank that coffee, dude. 20 minutes later, I was in the bathroom and I felt fucking 10 pounds lighter.
How big was that shit?
That shit?
What the fuck
You ever have like one of those shits that like stretches your butthole, you know?
You're scared to push it out.
Yeah,
and it hurts
you're like,
and
it's
shit.
gonna
You're
rip
like, but
me
it's
in
gotta
half, dude. Yeah, it was one of those.
We call that
sure.
fire hole.
Oh,
definitely expanded
The
the
gaper, huh?
circumference by like an inch.
Sheesh, dude. Sheesh.
Only had that happen once when I was my party days. I like to call it my high school career type shit.
Experimenter.
That was when I used to party. Fucking terrible times.
Oh man, the good old days. What are you talking about, man?
The terrible fucking stomach felt like that.
Oh, dude, but you were never constipated.
I had the Gucci.
You were never constipated.
But I did. I was though. I had the Gucci Mane fucking belly right here.
Bro, how?
I don't know.
How?
Bro. I don't know. To this day, I don't know. And then the girl I was fucking with, she was like, "Try some of this tea." Never again will I ever drink that fucking flat tummy ass tea.
Yo,
shit.
what happened?
She had me drink that fucking constipation tea, bro. I was literally shitting for like days on end, like hours on the toilet.
Dude.
That's when I learned, bro. I can't sit on the toilet for longer than like 15
your legs
minutes.
fall asleep,
Like,
bro.
legs dead. Really just like went from shit into drop.
You stand up, bro, and you do the
No,
fucking baby deer wobble,
I
you
couldn't,
know?
I couldn't even do that, bro. I was like leg shaking every time, so I had to like crawl. I crawled
Like a newborn horse,
Yeah.
dude. You're just like,
I crawled out of the bathroom. My brother's like,
Fuck
"What the
that,
fuck you doing? You fucked up." I'm like, "Nah, bro, my legs. I can't feel my legs."
are you fucked up?
Like
Imagine
a
you see some
laxative
dude.
tea. You remember when I was poisoning myself with laxative tea, bro?
Oh, you poison yourself with
Fucking
laxative tea?
Yeah, it looked exactly like this lemon tea I had, and I didn't realize the difference. And for like a week, I was like just making tea like normal.
Drinking tea.
But I kept shitting, dude. I was like, fuck, food, why am I sick? And I kept fucking like having like diarrhea basically. And it took me like, I don't even think I caught on. My mom fucking is the one that caught on. And then I realized I've been drinking that fucking laxative tea. And that's why I've been sick, dude. So I was basically just self-poisoning myself.
You fucking poisoned yourself, dude.
I'll never do that shit again.
And honestly, I haven't really been much of a tea drinker since then.
I drink basic green tea. If it only just say just basic green tea type shit, I'm not drinking it.
Sheesh, dude.
You're the only one that made me drink like, oh, this is some chamomile type shit. I'll like, alright, I trust you. I'll trust you, but I'm not drinking any other tea other than green tea. Fuck that shit. I don't trust myself. Or trust whatever the tea is. I just can't read, damn it. Illiterate.
Fucking poisoning yourself with laxative tea, huh?
It's terrible times in life. I remember I poisoned myself with zinc before.
Zinc?
Yeah.
How'd you manage to do that?
Because I forgot. It was over some like shit when I was in like football or something. I started getting like the pimps right here, and it was just nonstop pimps, and they were like it's because you're low on zinc. And that's why you're breaking out. And I was like, all right. And my aunt gave me these. She's like, here's 100 milligram zinc pills. She's like, take one a day. I was taking one a day, bro. I was literally throwing up every day from that shit. And the doctor said, dude, you're literally ODing on zinc.
You're ODing on
I was
zinc.
like, what do you mean I'm ODing? He's like, you're only supposed to take like 15 milligrams
some shit
of
you
that
could
shit.
fucking
I lost
got
my
too
vape.
much of.
And that shit gave me a heart attack. I was like, never again. I still got the full bottle of that shit. I was like, never again, bro. Never again.
Yeah, that's
Looking
fucked
for?
up. My vape. Alright, and we're back. Little technical difficulties, but we got it sorted out.
Back to reality.
So, you were talking about getting poisoned by zinc. You were overdosing on zinc.
Yeah, bro.
That reminds me of the time. It's not very much related, but I tricked my brother into swallowing a quarter.
I've done that before.
We were like fucking 8. Like 8. He was like 7, I think. And one of my friends had come over. We were just like hanging out, shit, dude. I don't even know how we convinced him to like swallow the quarter.
That's that Peter Griffin shit when he had a whole belly full of change.
But I know like my grandparents were mad, bro.
Fuck
They were
yeah.
so mad when they found out that he fucking swallowed the quarter. And he was like kind of freaking out after he did it too. He's like, how do I get it out? I don't know. Stop waiting, dude.
Yeah, it's like swallowing gum. That's
Just
just
let it run
It
its
always
course.
sticks to your ribs
bro.
for 7 years.
No way.
Parents used to always say all kinds of bullshit
It
about
just doesn't
swallowing
digest
shit.
for
Yeah.
7 years.
It's
It
just-
doesn't stick to you.
It's
It
just
sits
chilling
in there.
It's like some jackass shit.
If you ate like 20 packs of gum, dude, you'd have to go get your stomach pumped.
You ever had that gum so good where you just have to swallow a piece?
What?
Yeah,
yeah.
Gordon knows.
I know what
you
you're talking about.
You're like, yo, I just gotta swallow one.
You be like chewing on it, and you're like, yo, this shit.
When I was younger,
Busted,
it used to be
dude.
that
I
cotton
remember.
candy bubble gum with the duck on it.
I know what
The
you're
yum yum, whatever the fuck it was called. That shit ain't even around no more.
Dude, that shit was
Every
so
time I'd
good.
fucking eat like a piece and I'd have to eat it. Or the
Shit was all
fucking,
sparkly and
the
shit.
Hubba Bubba tape, but they used to have the blue raspberries
Yeah.
joints.
That
They
was-
just fucking
that-
got the bubble
That shit
gum.
used to smack, bro.
Gotta
Damn,
eat some of that, bro.
Yeah.
Just a little.
I remember being little as fuck and then being like, my brother and my cousins were assholes. They would try to get me to shut up. They'd be like, but you can't stick that whole tape in your mouth and chew it. I'm like, bad. Fucking whole thing.
The whole roll,
Eat
bro.
that whole tape in one bite, asshole.
Waste the whole thing of tape. It'd be sad.
Oh, dude, you put that much gum in your mouth, your jaw's getting a workout. That
Yeah,
shit's sore, bro. You're like,
Yeah, bro. You look like a baseball coach by the end chewing one of them.
I was
Alright.
always about the fucking, the big league chew.
Oh yeah, I remember
That was
those.
my shit as a young man.
grape, green apple.
So on to the next topic here. I shit a lot at work, and sometimes I kind of worry that my boss is like, yo, this man's just trying to run the clock without doing any work. But sometimes I'm going through it in there, man. Sometimes I'm like taking my shirt off, kicking the shoes off,
shit,
sweating,
bro.
bro.
I've
And,
had
like,
those.
Those are those hurt and pain shit.
Bro.
I haven't had one of those in a minute, honestly, thank God.
dude, I had one of those the other day. I was sitting there, and like, I hate the ones where you're like, oh yeah, like I'm done, and then like, you stand up, and then your
Still
gut
right
again.
there. More coming.
Yeah, it just like starts coming again. You're like, oh, I guess I'm not fucking done. Because like I would sit there for like 5 minutes, you know. I'd like take my shit, sit there for like 5 minutes, and wait. And I'd be like, that's it, you know, that's it. And then I stand up and I'm like, that's not it.
Oh,
We're gonna be in here for another 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh,
That's like
coagulating.
15, 20 minutes in the bathroom
There's
at
nothing
work.
better, I think, than a company shit, bro. Shit
Yeah.
on company time.
Yeah, bro, the boss makes $1, I make a dime, and that's why I
Like
take
when
my
an
shits
insult to
on
them, they're
company
paying
time.
me shit in their toilet right now.
Hey, that toilet is unsanctioned by God, so you taking a shit is risking
Bro,
your own life.
you know what's real fucking bad? Sometimes, like, nobody tells anybody when they take a shit unless you see them walking out and you're walking to the bathroom. So you'll like be like, oh fuck, I need to take a piss, you know, and you run to the bathroom real quick and you open it and the boss had just taken a shit in there. You walk in and that shit just hits you, bro.
Oh fuck.
Punches you right in your fucking.
No one wants
right
to
in your
say
face,
they're taking a
bro.
shit.
Right in your face,
I'm
dude.
Curtis. I'm like, yo, you don't
You
want
just
to come
turn
in here,
around.
bro.
You just turn around and like you're just like, oh,
Like,
bro,
that bathroom's
hold your
just
nose and walk the
destroyed,
fuck
bro.
out of there.
Oh god, especially at gas station bathrooms, bro.
Oh no,
Bro.
dude. Oh no, dude.
They're fucking bad. I have to clean them bitches, bro, every night.
I remember old man, bro. I had to take a shit so bad this one day, bro, and this old man was like, he walked out of the bathroom like with cane fucking shaking.
Oh, people shits
No,
are the
but
worst.
like this fool, I don't know how he's still alive. This fool's still walking around like cane shaking. He's all shaky walking out of the bathroom. He tells me, "I'm sorry," and he walks. I was like, "What does that mean, man? What do you mean you're sorry?" And he just walked out. I walked in there, fucking green. He didn't even. It's like he was shitting while he was getting up from the toilet. That shit sprayed all over the place. I just looked. I was like, I'm not cleaning that.
Oh,
I was
fuck,
like,
bro.
I just left that shit for like a whole day, and then the next food came in. He's like, "What the fuck is this?" I was
He
like,
just says, "I'm sorry."
I don't know what that is, bro, but I ain't touching it. I ain't even going in there. I shut down the bathrooms. I went to the woman's room. Fucking, this chick was all trying to get in the ladies' room. She watched me walk out of the ladies' room. I was like, "You don't want to go in there, girlie."
I promise. You don't want to. Some awful things have transpired in that room.
You know, my mom, she was massaging and shit. And she had this one client. I don't even think she was actually massaging that day. She was just taking people in for the chiropractor and hooking up to the machine. But I guess this old lady used the bathroom before. And then my mom brings her out and she's like, what smells? And she was like, something smelled funky. So she takes her, hooks her up to the shock machine, waiting for the chiropractor. And then my mom goes in the bathroom. Bro, there's like shit everywhere, I guess.
Oh,
This bitch missed the toilet and shit, and she's like an older lady, and then my mom goes back to try and tell her. And then she realized, bro, that she's got shit all over her pants.
Oh,
there's shit, so now because she sat her on the doctor table, there's shit all over that thing. And
Oh,
my mom just like, she just leaves. She's just like goes out and tells the people up front the situation. She's like, what should I do?
Oh, we
And
gotta
they
shut the building down. We got a
they had
code
the
brown in
freaking-
here.
The dude that brought her in just ended up having to take her, and they just had to leave. And
That's
then
horrible.
my mom ended up having to be the one to clean it up too. And
That's
it's
so bad, dude. I remember one time I was working at Del Taco and I had to go clean the bathrooms and I just started there.
Del Taco runs, bro.
Bro, it was not good.
Del Taco
It was
runs.
not good.
That's like a urban legend. It's like, you eat Del Taco, you're gonna run.
Bro, it's the cheese. It's the cheese. I tell you, it's the shredded cheese. That's a company secret. That's what makes
Company
it.
Company secret
That's
cheese.
the
bro.
what
want
is that?
that
The special
shit.
recipe, dude. It sits out all day and night.
Yeah,
You
secret one.
just leave it, bro.
It's a family recipe.
Yeah, bro.
bro.
They leave it out to put that extra flavor on it, you know.
God.
But I went into the bathroom, dude, and I was like looking around. Dude, shit on the side of the toilet. He smeared it on the wall, bro. I looked at I was like, how do you even get it on the wall, bro? It wasn't even next to the toilet paper or nothing. Like, his hand didn't slip. He was just like, wipe that shit on there, dude.
Goddamn animals, man.
There's the
Dude.
shit on his hands, like, what do I do? And instead of thinking, why don't you go wash it in the sink, you just try to wipe it on the wall.
Yeah,
Right on the
right.
hands. Like, what do I do?
He's like, I got shit all over my
dude.
What the fuck is wrong with people, bro?
Wipe it on the wall, dude.
Good
Ew.
gosh.
Horrible.
That's not healthy
Dude.
at all, bro.
I fucking, there was another time I went into the bathroom, and I was the manager at this point. I walked in the bathroom, dude, and I stepped into a puddle of water, and the whole bathroom floor was just covered in water, bro. And I was just like, how the fuck does one even do this? How do you mess up going to the bathroom so bad that you flood the whole motherfucking bathroom?
I don't.
And so I fucking go out there, and I tell this
People.
new chick, because I was like, everybody's got to pay their dues, man. I cleaned up some shit in my lifetime, literally. So you gonna have to do it too. So
Dues have been paid.
and this kid was like 16, morbidly obese.
Scarred. Probably scarred him for life.
No, it was a female.
Scarred her for life.
Oh,
bro.
dude, and
Scarred.
I go tell her, I'm like, hey, there's a situation in the bathroom that needs your attention. You might want to get in there and clean it up, you know? And so I walk her to the bathroom. I'm like, yo, as you can tell, it looks like the end of Titanic in here. So
Boy,
you're gonna have to.
yeah,
dude, his chair, he's like holding on to the side, dude. And so I'm like, you might want to get a mop. You know, mop this up. You know, find a way to dry it first, and then mop it up.
Fuck.
And she goes in there. Not even 5 minutes later, she comes back out. She's like, I'm done. I'm like, huh? I was like, you work fast, girl. Okay, let me see what you did. I go in there, and it's still flooded, bro. It's still flooded. She, like, cleaned the sink a little bit. And she came back and told me, she's like, I'm done. I'm like, what? What do you mean? I was like, this don't look very done to me. I'm still standing in half an inch of water here. And she's all like, she gave me some excuse. And I was like, oh, you're going to need to, she's like, I don't know where the mop is. And I was like, oh, I can show you. No issue. No problem. So I get the mop. Show her how to fill it up, do all the stuff, and I'm like, alright, here you go. Walk it back to the bathroom with her, and I'm like, get to work. You know, Stanley start digging them holes, boy. And so she does the same thing again. She stays there for like maybe 10 minutes this time. She comes back out. She's like, I'm done. I'm like, alright, let me check again. So I go in there, and it's still not clean. The toilet hasn't been clean. The floor is like not been mopped, but it's been dried up a bit. And I'm like, yo, no. I'm losing my patience. I'm like, you did this to me 2 times in a row, bro. I was like, you need to clean this bitch, okay? And she was like, oh, well, I don't mop. And I was like, well, you mop today, son. What? I was like, huh? Come again? You don't what now? I'm sorry. And she's like giving me this excuse like, I don't want to slip and fall. I've had a slip and fall in my other work. I have a bad back. I have this. I have that. And I was like, these sound like excuses.
Sounds like a personal problem.
Yeah, that sounds like not my issue, bud. You should figure that out on your free time, like every other adult has to.
Send an email to PR, maybe we'll get back to
you might want to fucking talk to HR about that workman's comp. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe we'll get us something.
It's like, you better slip and fall pretty hard then, because if you don't want to come back and work here, you're going to have to get some disability. But, yeah, dude, kids, man. Kids working jobs. I can't do it.
I just don't know what the fuck they're doing. I'm like, yo.
You always tell the people that you never worked before. It's
common sense. There's common sense, and then there's people just trying to get by.
Yeah, just trying to what's the word I'm looking for?
An easy
bitch
check.
out?
Yeah. Bitch out and get an easy check.
Yeah, an easy check.
It's easy to get an easy check if you don't think about it and you just work.
See, I was a manager, so if somebody was trying to get an easy check, I'd make sure they get no check. I'd be like, you don't want to work? You can go home. Because I'm going to have to do this either way, with or without you, if you don't work.
Look at you, dumbass.
So, I don't want to look at you while I have to clean up your work. So, you better skedaddle, son.
It's a team effort. I tell everybody I train, machine breaks down, we break down. So you better get your ass back in that bathroom.
Exactly, dude.
Was it a Dante? What he was telling us at the fucking store, that one chick, his brother's lady that works there. She's like, oh yeah, I don't do that. I don't do this. And this fool,
you do today.
Like, he got annoyed of telling her every day of the same shit. So he's like, you know what? You stand behind this register and you don't leave this register until like this fool's like, yo, I'm gonna go smoke and you stay here. Like he'll give her like one break out of the day, like regular shit. Like you can go take your 15 minutes, but all the rest of the day I don't want to hear no complaints about you being behind this register.
Right.
And she holds it down. I'll give her that. But I was doing, when I worked there, I was doing above and beyond. Like, yo. This old lady, she didn't know how to pump, so she needs you to go out there and pump for her. And go out there and pump. This chick, the whole side of her car is covered in gasoline and shit. And I'm like, she's like, it's not pumping. And I pull it out. I pull this shit out, and it's pumping. I pull it out, and it's pumping. It gets half of my leg and shoe covered in gas, and I put it back. I'm like, oh yeah, it's not pumping.
You just look her dead in her face, and you're just like, bro, what are you talking about?
That was the one day they were like, yo, you need to go home.
How are you even allowed to drive your car if you can't tell if the gas is working or not, dude?
Oh, God,
you
bro.
can't see all this gas on the side of your car, man.
Had a food tell me, he's like, it's not pumping. I come out there, the lights are still blinking on his shit. I push the button. And I'm like, have you never pumped gas
First
before?
time, huh?
Like, have you never? Like, this is Colorado. Everybody pump gas here, bro. This ain't no Oregon shit.
Oh, shit,
Like,
dude. That's funny.
Like,
He's like, I don't know. He's like, I did the thing. It's not working, dude.
that was the only time they ever fucking sent me home because I was covered in gas. And they're like, dude, you smoke cigarettes. Go home.
You need to bounce.
Like you're going to burn the whole store down or blow yourself up, bro. And I was like, you right.
You right?
You right.
Like, get out of here.
Like, I'm out of here. Immediately went home, fucking threw those pants away, fucking smoked the blunt right away, just said, fuck it. Terrible day.
Shit, dude. So you were talking about you saw Pineapple Express again the other night? Dude, the part in one of my coworkers, dude, that's like all we talk about really is just movies and shit. But he'll just be sitting there doing his work, and out of nowhere he'll just hit me with like some funny ass movie quote, dude.
The godly shit, dog.
Just some funny ass movie quote. Like, he was sitting there, and I think we were talking about something. His situational comedy is like on point because we were talking about something, and yeah. So I wear safety goggles at work, and like safety glasses, not goggles. They're just like sunglasses, but they're clear and they're got a safety rating. And we have another extra pair, and they're like actual goggles for like whenever you're messing with like the caustic soda, which is like an acidic material. Mm. And they're like green, and they're like all fogged up because they've been used so many times and shit. And I was like looking for my glasses one day, and he's all like, "Oh, he's like, you could just use those." And he points at the thing. I was like, I look at him, I was like, "I am not putting those on. I will not be able to see, bro." And he's like, "What's the matter?" He's all like, I was like, "Why?" I was like, "They're fucking big as hell, dude." And he's all like, "Man, you ain't got no style, motherfucker." We're fucking Pineapple Express.
That's that shit, bro. Fucking there's
I was
too
calling
many.
that saying I feel like a stack of flapjacks.
Let's see at the
And
beginning.
I feel like a piece of butter melting over a big old pile of flapjacks.
Dude, whenever he's like, he's like, "You know what I have?" He's like, "You know the issue I have with your dog and pony show that you call the military?" He's like, "Number one, like there's a lot of dudes.
Where are the boobies?
Where are the boobies?" Yeah. He's all like,
real.
"Why are we not out in a square right now, sharing this with the world?"
Why aren't we telling people I do not exist?
Yeah, he's like, "One thing, sir." He's like, "Your cock, my mouth."
Fucking, bruh.
Time out. Alright, time in.
When they're
You're
he's
smashing my balls.
He's like, "You see that?
You're
You
smashing
see
my
that?
balls.
No air under there, man." He's like, "What's the significance of that?" He's all like, "Makes me aerodynamic when I fight."
Fucking, there's so many quotes
Danny
from that.
McBride's the shit.
Dude. Oh yeah, fucking. And This Is the End, dude. Whenever y'all fucking, he's like,
You're in here jerking off like a fucking Flintstone.
Yeah, like a caveman.
I have iPads in the goddamn walls, bro. Like, what the fuck you on? It's like, it's because I like to read. Dude. I like to read. He's like, what the shit, bro?
No, I'm
He's
sorry.
like,
I thought the fucking Green Goblin could afford some more fucking bacon.
That was one of the OG moves.
But he's all like, it was like, "Well, I really doubt that they just told you to fucking come wherever you want, dude."
It's like, alright, so my ejaculate is explosive. When it just goes, you just hold on and pray it doesn't get in your mouth. And shit, I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck is wrong with
That'd be
you?
like
He's
most-
like, "You don't have a brother or anything? Any older brothers teach you to do that shit, a sock or a tissue or something?"
I grew up in a house with women. Nothing but women. I'm like, what the fuck? I get chewed out. All my sisters chew me out about some stupid shit non-stop. So I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about, bro?
Oh, dude. Oh, man, that's so good.
I has fucking Channing Tatum as his gimmick.
Yeah,
I fucked this guy.
Fucking G.I.
Fucking
Joe.
worse.
Fucking terrible, bro.
That's fucking
Oh,
garbage.
man, dude. That's too funny. Or when the demon shows up, dude, and he's all like,
Oh,
he's
shit.
like, "Dude, do you see that thing's dick?"
Right away,
Swinging.
first thing, all confusion, just like, what the fuck? And your boy does that self-sacrifice.
Yeah.
It's talking shit. He's like, yeah,
and
fuck
throws
you.
him back down.
Like, fuck you, McBride. Suck my dick, dog. And fucking toss him. He's like, nah, bro, you fucked up right there, bro.
He's all floating up, and then he gets cut down. He gets dropped back down. He's like, no, take me, bring me back up, take me.
There's too many OG movies like that, bro.
Or fucking, dude, one of the best ones is fucking when Alan opens in the Hangover, when Alan hits that baby with the car door, dude, and he's like, are my sunglasses okay?
He's like, your sunglasses
your
fine,
sunglasses.
you
He's
dicks.
all like, dude, you just fucking nailed the baby with the door. He's like, oh, are my sunglasses okay?
So Rain Man was able to count cards, and he was a retard.
Yeah.
I was like, what? Fuck? Like, what'd you just say? It's like a retard?
He's like,
Terrible.
He's like a retard, Alan. This was retard.
Terrible. The whole movie.
Man.
The whole movie be saying so much shit.
Dude, whatever they're talking about, he's like, yeah, well, I'm pretty sure that's illegal, Alan. He's like, no, it's not illegal. He's like, it's just like frowned upon. He's like masturbating on an airplane.
I'm pretty sure that's illegal
Yeah.
too.
After 9/11, after everybody got so sensitive.
There's so much shit.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden.
Thanks a lot, Bin Laden. Oh, man.
That food is like, oh god. That's why I love that food from Due Date. That food was like
That
it's
was
like,
funny,
it's
too.
Like, it was your pipe, wasn't it? He's like, it's not a pipe. It's a medical fucking device. Okay, get it right. He's like, I got glaucoma. He's like, oh yeah, I got glaucoma too, dog. Like, what the fuck? Like, there's too many.
Whenever they get into that car accident and Robert Downey Jr. gets all fucked up, but Zach Galifianakis is fine because he was all sleepy.
Fucking spits in the dog's face. He's like, I was fucking just, he's like, fucking just
He's like,
spit in
it's because
the
you
dog's
tensed
face.
up, bro. You shouldn't tense up.
Yeah.
I never tense up. I'm always loose.
He was all slumped, bro, like in the car.
Nothing moved, nothing wrong with that food at all.
Yeah,
Just
dude, Robert
chilling.
Downey Jr.'s all cast up, and his arm and his legs all fucked up. He's got like headband on, neck brace and shit.
Shit.
We all say it's like, oh, it's not. And by the way, it's not Shakespeare, it's Shakespeare. He's a famous pirate. It's like, what the fuck is this for? I was like, what?
Anything that food, fucking Robert Downey. My favorite of that food is fucking, what is it? What the fuck's it? Tropic Thunder.
Oh, dude.
I'm a dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Fucking OG.
He's,
Like, what do you mean, you people? He's like, you're Australian. You're
Yo,
Australian.
but fucking my boy Tom Cruise is the
Tom
best
Cruise,
as Alex Grossman.
why don't you take a step back and literally fuck your own face?
I'm talking scorched earth, motherfucker.
I will
Like,
rain
Like,
hell
who
upon
has a
you.
key grip? Punch that director in the face, really fucking
He's
hard.
like, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
Or Stiller at the beginning, dude, when that dude steps on the landmine, he's all like, very fun, guys. He's like, very good, guys. He's like, it's all special effects, man. He all picks up the head and he's all like, drinking the blood and
Corn syrup and latex, guys.
Yeah.
Or blood flavored corn syrup.
Yeah.
He's like, it's all good.
Oh, dude. Jack Black's all a raging heroin addict.
Oh my
So
god.
what are you doing over there? Fucking nothing, man. Jelly beans, bro. Fucking jelly beans. Oh, that's dope, man. Can I have some? No, you can't eat fucking jelly beans, bro. Like, boundaries.
Dude, he all passes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's all got all those fucking heroin needles sticking out of him. He's like,
That's
boom.
when they have him tied to a tree and he's just like, bro, I'll suck your dick. You take me off this tree, bro. Take me down. He's like, bro, nah. You told us not to listen to you. And he's like, your mother is a cankerous whore. He's like, dog, remember a while back when I told you that your mother's a cankerous whore? I didn't mean it, bro. I'm sorry. Like,
Dude, he's all naked. He's all in his underwear running through that compound like fucking people up.
fucking hand all up in his ass reaching for a pistol. I'm surprised he pulled out a pistol. I was like, what the fuck is
throws heroin in that guy's face.
Oh, shit.
That was one of the OG. Never see Jack back like that ever
Dude,
again.
no, dude.
Food-
That and Tenacious D, man. Two
Oh,
great
fuck.
ones.
food doing- you never
It
do
was
a-
I who fucked the dragon.
you ever do a cock push up. So you gotta do a cock push up. At least 5 of them before you leave here. You just stand right there. My dick, it hurts my dick. It's like, you gotta do it, bro. You gotta do it fast, bro. Fucking terrible.
Shit, dude. Well, we were talking about Due Date, and half that movie they spent on the road, so that segues into the next topic, which I have a lot of whenever I drive, which is road rage. I rage hard. Baby rage, even, if you will. I will, like, scream. I will scream at the top of my lungs, bro, when people do not accelerate their car fast enough after a green light. Or...
They just wait.
Oh.
Shit. That's like Atlanta shit. I was driving down there like twice, bro. Dude, it light's green and this fool's there at a complete halt. And like they're just chilling. And then my cousin gets out of the car and smacks the window like, "What are you doing? What are you doing?" This chick, she's on her phone. She looks at him like, I'm sorry. And
you just gotta hit that horn, man.
I hit.
No way.
She's on her phone, blasting whatever fucking shit she's blasting.
Fanned out, probably.
God knows, bro. But then that was the only time I've ever been robbed from a green light. Cause we got her to fucking like realize it's green light.
Dude.
As soon as it went from green, red, and I was like,
I hate getting robbed of green lights or like yellow lights, bro, because somebody just hesitates.
I'll run that shit right away.
Bro.
Everything.
And what's messed up too is because like my mom's and my brother live in Florida, and I was in Florida and I was driving around my mom's car. It's illegal to pull the yellow in Florida, and so I had to stop at every yellow light in Florida. And I was not happy about that.
It's dealing with Florida men, dog. Florida people are a different breed. Especially like growing up and living out there. Like,
dude, Tampa is that is a different place. That is not even part of the United States. Like that is its own country.
It's like Narnia, dog. You just stepped into the war.
Yeah, but like ghetto Narnia. Yeah. not good Narnia,
bro. Get drowned by a lion. There's alligators just walking
up
the side of the road.
You get death rolled by an alligator and then get shot in the same week, dude. It's not a good place to live, dude.
Who's argue about fucking change?
I was fucking Christmas night, bro. Gunshots going off. Christmas night gunshots. People not even safe on Christmas, dude. Even war stops on Christmas. People in the ghetto don't give no shits.
I knew the whole area from fucking Florida all the way down. I knew it was fucking wild. And from the start of Florida all the way past Miami, bro. I knew it was fucking wild when I was driving down the street and these bitches they're I forget what kind of cars those are. Those whips that have like 3 wheels. And they fucking
the T-Rex.
Yeah, the T-Rex
whips.
Dog,
the Rob Your Deck special.
Dog, these bitches are riding in that. These bitches are just woman laying on the hood of it. There's 2 of them in there, and they're just shaking ass, twerking on driving.
That sounds like Miami Coast show.
I was confused. I was like, they're just driving. This cops just drove by. I'm like,
welcome to Florida, baby. He's probably taking a video. He's like, damn, that's a fat ass.
That's why I love Florida, but at the same time, I ain't staying more than like a weekend.
That's a weekend town, just like Vegas. Vegas is a weekend town, man. You stay in those places for too long, you just start committing crimes for no reason.
You start integrating.
You start speaking Jerry Ebonics, bro. It's just fucking not good, dude.
You start going like, "What's up, Jit?" Like,
bro, it's not good. It's not good.
It's terrible. But I respect him, but damn.
The funniest thing that happened. So my mom has this neighbor named Chris, and he's a fellow of the darker complexion. If you catch my drift. And we were hanging out there for the weekend, shooting pool, drinking beer, having a good old... He is also... You are also a fellow. Both of you fellows are of darker complexions.
We're known to...
I am not. I am of the pasty white complexion.
But all men are known to wild out. It's just... Anywhere in the... Closer to the equator, you're just more savage for some reason. I don't know.
It's that humidity, man.
Pissed about the heat and shit.
No, bro, just fucking...
just make you...
Your brain gets waterlogged, bro.
Bonkers.
You just can't think correctly.
Bonkers for no reason. Just half like that.
Yeah.
Like your brain's doing that. And then like you're not really thinking. They're not thinking, they're just doing it.
Yeah, bro, you got 2 brain cells and they're straight vibing, dude. Straight vibing. But we were playing pool with my mom's neighbor Chris, dude. And he's born and raised Florida, you know, so he's on the little bit of the ghetto side, Tampa Bay, Florida, born and raised.
We out here.
And no disrespect to Tampa Bay, Florida, love you guys out there.
Much love.
But y'all a different breed, let me tell you. And we were playing pool, dude, and we were about ready to head out. And so my brother was like saying his goodbyes to everybody, like the other neighbor Adam and fucking and Chris and everybody else, and he goes up to Chris and he's like, all right, well, I'll see you later, man. And fucking Chris reaches out his hand to do a handshake, normal white welcome to the business handshake, you know. And I go over there and I start talking to him, dude, and he's like, all right, he's like, yeah, man, you watch out for your moms, and fucking this and that. And I was like, all right, man, well, I'll catch you later. And this motherfucker daps me up, bro. Daps me up. You know that video of, like, when Obama's, like, going through and he's, like, shaking hands with people and then he starts dapping up all the black people? That's how exactly it was, dude. My brother gets the whitest of the white handshakes. This motherfucker daps me up like he's known me for 10 years, dude. He fucking locks it, bro. We bring it in for the hug. That's the whole nine, dude.
I don't know, it's just like a vibe. Whenever you're of the darker complexion, you can look at another motherfucker and just be like, oh yeah, they with the vibe.
Yeah, they with the shits. Like, what's up, man?
I don't know. That's one unspoken thing that people just know. Like, you've had an interaction where you're like, oh, this food's chill. This food
yeah, they pass the vibe check. You know what I'm saying?
This type of food's like, yeah, I ain't gonna ID you either, bro.
Yeah,
cool.
exactly. Yeah.
Like, it's all just about clicking, connection. But then there's mofos that I've met mofos, I've vibed with mofos with grills, all types of shit, wild and straight from the hood. But then a lot of motherfuckers tell me like, oh, it's like you got a weird kind of vibe going on. And I'm like, I understand. This is just not used to it. But then I don't know. There's a lot of connection with vibe and music because you tell a lot about a motherfucker when they pull up and they blasting some music,
some fire.
Like it's right away when you're like, yo, like you playing that? That's that heat.
That's a bop.
I literally in Atlanta, I played some music just driving, and the food at the fucking I pull up to like random like gas station or something, Kroger or something. Motherfuckers hear me blasting some heat, just random heat vibing. Motherfucker, you listen to this? Oh shit, you my nigga. And this fool come over the side, dap me up. He's like, what you even do? Like, where you from? Where you out here? I'm like, I'm not even from here, bro. I'm from Colorado. This fool like, oh shit. He's like, I didn't even think Coloradians were like that. Who dapping me up? He's like, you got weed? Right away.
Every time, bro. You tell somebody you're from Colorado, you know where I get some weed right
I'm like, bro, I flew here, dog. Why you think I don't got no weed right now, bro? Like,
dude, that reminds me, I was in Texas. I was visiting this chick, dude, and we were staying at a hotel. And the people in the hotel room next to us, they were from, I think they were from Texas or something like that, but they came over, and I was hanging out outside smoking a cigarette, and dude comes outside and he's drinking a beer, and we start conversating. I'm like, you want to shoot me one of them beers? One of them brewskis? You know, hook it up, man. And so we're hanging out for a little bit longer, dude, and he's all asking me, he's like, oh, man, where you from? He's like, well, I'm from Houston. I'm from, so-and-so, this and that, dude. And I'm like, oh, I'm from Colorado. He's like, oh, Colorado. He's like, nice, man, nice. He's like, you guys got some pretty good weed out there? And I was like, yeah. I was like, yeah, we got some. Yeah, it's all right, it's all right. He's all like, oh, cool. He's like, well, me and my wife, he's like, we like to partake. And I was like, oh, right on. I was like, so, where's this going? What's the conversation leading to? Are we gonna reach the conclusion of this? It's like, what's gonna happen?
It's like, what you talking? Like, what
does
that mean, bro?
He's like, man, you know where I can find some weed out here and stuff? And I had already told him previously, like, yeah, I'm just visiting because I'm from Colorado, obviously. And I told him that, and he's like, oh, you know where I can get some weed, blah, 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 this and that. And I was like, no, I have no idea. I'm just here to visit this chick. And he's all like, oh, well, he's like, well, I'd really appreciate it if you could fucking, if you could let me know, man. He's like, my wife, she gets like really bad headaches and she needs a little bit of weed. And I'm like, yo, this is kind of sus. Yeah. Because I was like, in Texas, this shit is illegal still. Yeah. I was like, yo, you sounded like a cop a little bit, sir. And so I'm like, I'm doing the eyeball. I'm like, I'm squaring him up, I'm looking him up and down, I'm checking him out.
I give him the visual.
And he's wearing shorts, dude, and I see this tattoo on his leg, bro. It's this big old fucking cop badge, dude, with like this date and shit on there. And I'm like, yo, excuse me, sir. What is that on your leg there, sir? And he was like, oh, this? And like he could tell. I could tell.
He's like,
I'm busted. Yeah, I'm busted, dude. And so he's all like, oh, he's like, I'm a retired deputy and this and that. And I was like, dude, you look like you're like 30, maybe 40 bare. There's no way you're retired.
Yeah. He's like, Alpha team, we're compromised.
He's all like, I was like, ladies and gentlemen, we do not got him. And so that was pretty much the end of the conversation. But he fucking threw me off a little bit though, because like I asked for a beer. I was underage. I don't know if he knew I was underage or not, because I was staying in a hotel room. It was just me, my girlfriend, and her sister. And so he just fucking gave me a beer. He didn't ask for no ID, nothing. And so I was like, you might be retired because you didn't ID me for the beer and you're just chilling out here drinking with me and stuff. But also, Texans start drinking when they're 13, so it could be just normal for everybody to be drinking South, beer like it's water out here.
The South, I remember I was fucking 15, and motherfuckers was like, what's it up? Just on that shit. I'm like, yo, I'm like how I am now, no facial hair. I didn't even have all long hair yet, bro. And I was down in like Georgia, going over to Oklahoma and shit for a family reunion.
Yeah, I was like 18, so I was like baby facing too. So
bruh, this fool told me, he was like, I was like, yo, he's like, here's your shot, fool. I was like, I was like, I'm underage, bro. I can't be taking shots. He's like,
I did not hear you say that.
No, he looked at me and said, he's like, 15, motherfucker, you look 30. I was like, what are you talking about? I like 30. He's like, yeah, fool, you look grown. Fuck, I didn't hear shit. He's like, you drink this, and if you don't drink this, we're gonna have a problem. I'm like, all right, I understand. Like that's the only times down south. Like, that motherfucker was like, no, you're drinking this type shit. And I knew that the food was older than me, like, fucking grown-ass beard. Everybody around was older than me. And my pops was like, oh, yeah, you don't drink. And then they're like, no, he's drinking with us.
He's drinking today.
Yeah. I was like, all right. That's the only place. Over here, motherfucker quick to say, yo, you grown? You 21? You got ID? Type shit?
Yeah, people out here are always like that.
Yeah, but I don't know. It wears me out because out here, I've literally been to so many parties that be like, yo, here, and they just pass the blunt or pass the joint. Nobody care. When it comes to weed is like if you old enough to know what the fuck this is,
then you can partake, sir. If you want to partake, you can partake.
And that's why I've always been more herbal than fucking drinking, because I don't know, I've seen some men do some questionable shit drunk.
Oh, dude.
Facts.
Yeah.
We are just animals and monsters.
Oh, bro. Dude. Let's see. I'm trying to think of a story that's not traumatizing. You know what I mean?
They're all,
but like about my dad or some shit like that. You know. So, but
I feel that.
We were kids, maybe like 15, 14, and we were just hanging around the watering hole, you know, and my mom's ex-boyfriend. Who was her boyfriend at the current time? Piece of shit person, by the way.
Scumbag!
Yeah, garbage bag. But he needed to go somewhere, and my buddy Sam was with me, and he told my buddy Sam, he's like, yeah, he's like, hop in, he's like, we're gonna go mobbing, because Sam's always the type of dude that's like, I want to go wherever you want to go, you know. He's like, I'm down to go anywhere. I'm the type of person that's like, unless I need to go too, I don't want to go nowhere with you. Like, I'm perfectly happy staying at my house and not just doing anything. Yeah, vibing, straight chilling, dude. And so they go, and I guess they stopped by the liquor store, and he had bought my friend Sam, who was like 13 at the time, like 4, 5 shooters. And Sam pounds him in the car, dude. Pounds him in the car. And we're supposed to go to my other friend Jay's house. And so we go to Jay's house, we walk over there, and he held it together pretty good. I think I saw him take 1 shooter. And this was the 4th one, because he had killed the other 3 in the car. And so we're walking, and he's not like falling down or nothing. I was like, he's good, you know? It was just 1 shooter. He's probably buzzing pretty good right now, because we're 13, you know what I mean? He was a little bit more on the hefty side, too, whenever he was a kid, so he probably wasn't hit too hard by it. But, man, when we got to Jay's house and we started smoking, it was game over for him after that, dude. Because I remember we were all sitting in our bedroom.
That punch of the weed.
Oh, dude, it was bad. As soon as that cross hit him, he was fucking ankles broke, done out of the game. He's sitting on the bench for the rest of the game, dude.
When Return of the Mac starts playing in your head, you start getting it.
Oh, except you fall down.
Yeah, you think you're getting it,
you think you're getting it.
You're leaning against the wall, sliding down. Like you'll feel it. You're like, yeah, I'm fucking feeling it. It's like that beer fest shit. He's like, look at you, you handsome motherfucker. And he's like,
dude, he's all smacked.
He's like,
he's all drooling on himself,
fucked
dude.
up, bro. But I feel that.
Yeah, dude, because he was sitting there, and he was keeping up for a little bit, bro. But we were hanging out with the homie B, and that motherfucker smoke. He was a smoker, and so we were hitting it hard. And he fucking is sitting there, dude. He's sitting there in his chair. He's doing that shit like he's contemplating his fucking life. He's like leaning forward, looking at the ground, not talking, not. I looked at him, bro, and my hearing started to like blur out because he was concentrating so hard on not puking.
At the ground. Yeah. It's like, this grass is so fucking green.
And we were inside. He's all like, this is some nice ass grass, bro. We're sitting there looking at carpet, you know. But dude, I saw the build up to it. He was sitting there and you could just see it in his face, dude. He was just like, and he just fucking puked like a hardcore sturdy stream of vomit right onto the floor. And like right before he puked, I looked at him. I was like, "Yo, bro." I was like, "Yo, Sam, you good?" All over the floor, dude. It was like bright red, dude. It was so
ruined the vibe.
Yeah, I ruined the vibe, dude. He did not pass the vibe check that time.
Pulling it together until it was examination time. He was like, "You good? You passed?" I'm like,
oh, dude, it was fucked up too. Well, cause he did that shit, and I was like, that's on you. You know what I mean? Like, that's nobody else's fault.
Once the drink goes down, once the drink goes in, it's all on you.
It's your responsibility after you consume it, motherfucker. And if it comes back and ends up somewhere else that's not in your stomach or in the toilet, that's your responsibility too, motherfucker.
So that's you getting somewhere else, dog.
So yeah, dude, I made him clean that shit up.
Oh yeah, man. Like what? Like that's a piece of you all over the floor, bro. You better get that back in you. Or
that was it for him. After he puked, I had to carry him home pretty much, dude. Cause like he puked, and I was like, bro, you're gonna have to clean that up. And he looked at me, and he was just like, I don't think I can, bro. Tears in his eyes, bro, like that crying cat meme, bro. He was just like, I don't think I can,
that's
bro.
That too gone.
And I was like, well, you need to at least go get a towel and throw it on there or something, bro. You need to clean up the chunky bits for her so she can clean up the rest, bro. And I think I ended up cleaning up, too. I helped him clean it up. And so, yeah, we were walking home, bro, and he was falling off the sidewalk and shit. And I just had to, like, grab him and hold him because he kept trying to walk away from me. I was like, you cannot do this by yourself, bro. You need assistance. I was like, you stay next to me so you don't get hit by a car, you dummy. But yeah, it was a good time. Childhood, you know.
Shit, the roughest I've been like that. I don't think I've ever been the roughest with throwing up everywhere. I've only been throwing up like in certain areas where I've been trying to keep it together. Like I'm good, and then like the little kid like, "Hey, what are you doing?" I tell him, "Get out of here, like go over there." Type shit. I've had that happen a few times.
Oh, bro, I've straight told people, I was like, don't talk to me right now. Like, if you talk to me, you're gonna fuck my concentration up and I'm gonna puke everywhere.
I've seen OG people like my brother, that fool, he'd be on that fucking crazy shit. The fool would just be drinking. I've literally watched this fool. We were at a fucking bar in fucking Atlanta. We had a fucking glass. He had a couple glasses. He just slammed his fucking Sex on the Beach, and he had like all types of different shit. Fool chilling, talking mid-convo with everybody at the fucking booth. Just chilling. I don't know, or like, he's like, oh yeah, and this happened, and then, wait, hold on. Throw up into the glass, and like he stopped his throw up, like mid throw up, threw up in the glass and filled it up, just like slid it to the side. Continued what he was saying, and then started drinking his next drink. And I just looked at him in astonishment. I was like, how are you? Like, where's the rest of it?
You're a legend.
I was like, where's the rest of it? And he was like, oh no. So you get to this age, you can control what's going on. I was like, fuck no. I was like, I'm 24. I still can't do that shit. I'm throwing up. I'm heaving until it's all gone.
Oh yeah, dude, that's the worst, bro. Cause I don't puke like off the rip. I have to be faded to puke off the rip, bro. I just dry heave.
So I've been blackout. I've been blackout and I haven't puked. Out the piss.
I've never blacked out before.
Dog. I've been like, it's not even blackout. It's like phases. Like I'm in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you're like fucking. You don't remember
out,
certain
dog.
parts.
You're
Like,
browned out.
bits and
Not all
pieces.
black, like gray, browned out. Like I remember coming from. It was in town. I can come from a party over by like behind a Kmart, like further down there, like past Kmart houses, and we show up with bottles, beer, all types of shit, weed. They're like, we get to the door. They're like, oh yeah, you guys, we can't have beer here or anything. My parents are here. I'm like, how are you gonna throw a house party with your parents here?
Yeah.
Like, and there's everybody. We walk in.
Well, let's see how it plays out for him.
Everybody's just sitting around. Nobody. There's music playing. And there's those times of fucking jerking and fucking shuffling. There's there's just a bunch of people shuffling and jerking in the center of the room, and people sitting on the side.
For those who don't know, the jerk is an old school dance move where you would like do the shuffle but backwards.
It's like shake that, type shit going off. And I was just like, yo, bro. I was like, I'm gonna go smoke in the backyard. They're like, you can't smoke in the backyard. Go out front and smoke. I was like, all right. So we went out front and we were smoking, and we smoked like an eighth.
Holy shit.
Just sitting there, just smoking, bored. And then they were like, fuck it, we can't drink or smoke inside. We're getting fucked up on the porch. And everybody started coming out to the porch with us, and we were getting faded. And they were like, nah, like the party's starting to shut down. My dad knows you guys are out here getting fucked up. And I was like, all right. And what was it?
Party at my place.
The homie, he bought a bottle. He bought a bottle of Alizé because he was trying to get at this one girl. That's what she requested.
No dude ever buys Alizé unless you're trying to hook up with a chick.
But that's what she told us. She said, bring me a bottle of Alizé. You can get whatever you want. And we're like, all right. We brought that shit. She didn't even want that shit. So we're like, you know what? This food started passing the bottle to me, and like we were just going back and forth slamming that shit. And then we got told we got to leave because everybody was leaving. And our ride, that food dipped out like as soon as we fucking got to the party. So we're like, and it was like December, November time. It was snowing.
Oh, it was freezing
fucking
cold.
Snowing and shit. My dumbass.
Was it late at night?
Yeah, my dumbass no hoodie. I was just like how I am now.
In a t-shirt,
yeah,
bro?
And this food, he had a jacket, and I was like, he said we gotta walk home, and I live over by Tacos Wraps, so I'm like I gotta walk from Kmart all the way to Tacos Wraps in this weather.
Well, it's like a half a mile, a mile.
It was like a half a mile, good. It might be a mile, but we were walking, and I was like, I'm fucking freezing. He's like, here, he passed me the bottle. He's like,
hit this.
He's like, if you hit this, it'll warm you up. Don't trip. I just kept slamming, and like we'd like pass back and forth. He'd be hitting the weed on the pipe. I'd be slamming, swig, and then we fucking trade. I'd be hitting the weed, and then I remember right as soon as we got to the fucking like movie theater, blackout. I don't know.
Oh no!
And then I came back at Tacos Rapidos, and we were walking like on the sidewalk. I remember fucking cars going by on fucking bridge, just hauling ass by. I'm fucking just looking at the cars going. I get dizzy from looking at the car. I fucking fall over into the street, just fall over. This food helping me across the street. He walks me to my house, and I'm like, he's like, all right, bro, I'm walking you right here, but I gotta head back because I'm fucked up. And he heads to his house. I remember I'm fucking like hitting my door trying to get it open. Shit, everything's locked. Back door locked, front door locked, side door locked. I'm like, you know what? I go to my window. And I'm just like, I'm pushing it, trying to get it to push and slide. Like, cause I know if you, like my window is not locked. If my window's not locked, bro, you can push and slide. And I pushed, and like all my force, my whole body went through.
Oh no!
I pushed the whole window through. I fall through. My window shatters, and I fucking fall through. And I'm so fucked up, bro. I was so fucked up. I was like, fuck it. You know what? It was snowing and shit. I just got in my bed and wrapped myself in blankets and went to bed. Fucking I kind of made it so my curtains cover the window so you can't notice that shit. And I was out. My mom came in the morning. She's like, time for school. I got like the worst hangover. I'm like, what the fuck? I still had to get up. I was at school just like,
oh no.
Everybody like, what's wrong with you, Dill? You were chill at the party. I'm like, yeah, at the party.
Yeah, it's
like,
not a party, no boy,
like, I'm fucking hurting. And immediately after that, food's like, his older brother came to pick him up at lunch, and he's like, yo, I got the remedy for that. And he passed me a fucking bottle of Svedka, and I was like, you sick bastard. He's like, no, dude, you drink this, hangover gone. Slugged that shit like 3 times.
Yeah, it's hard to have a hangover when you're drunk again.
I slugged that shit like 3 times, like in the parking lot, and this fool was like, you know what? Let's go do something. Let's go to Guitar Center. Middle of lunch, this fool drives us. This fool fucking like 25, 26, drives us to fucking Guitar Center. Guitar Center fucked up, just fucking around, fucking drumming on shit. And fool's like, hey, you can't be drumming. I'm like, oh yeah?
Oh, why does it sound so good when I do it then?
Like, I'm fucking hard, bro. This is Metallica shit. What are you talking about?
It's just like bang, 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 bang.
We got
Shit, that's not good at all.
They told us we had to leave. Showed up for like the end of school, and they were like, "Where have you been?" I was like, "I've been here. I was in science class, man."
Yeah, I just fell asleep for a little bit.
That was the only time I fucking ditched, and I got fucking like, I snuck into the class, and usually fucking like I walked up, everybody would have to do that Bart Simpson shit, fill out the whole line paper.
Geez.
I will not be late to this class, front and back. I literally went. I seen like 5 baddies and a few niggas I knew fucking on the side of the outside of the class doing that shit. I was like, fuck no.
Bro, the secret to doing that is you start with one word at a time. You go I, all the way down the paper, all the way down the back.
Bro.
And then do the same thing with the next word, and you just, by the time you finish the last word, you're done with the whole paper.
Bro, I did that shit. I would do that shit, but this time I was too fucked up and I was too tired. I was like, you know what? I ripped a piece of paper off of just some random piece of paper, and I did some like squiggly ass fucking signature type shit, cursive. I walk in, and they're like, "Where have you been? What's this?" I was like, "I was taking a test in the library," and I handed them a piece of paper. And fool was like, with what teacher in the library? And this fool in the front was like, "Oh, with Mrs. What's her face?" I was like, "Yeah,
that one."
I was like, "With that bitch." And he was like, "All right, go take your seat." And I go sit down. My homeboy's like, "I fucking hate you, bro." I was like, "What do you mean?" He's like, "I just got done doing that Bart Simpson shit." He's like, "And you just do that?" He's like, "I know damn well you weren't taking no test." I was like, "Yeah, I'm taking no test, man."
Dude, that's great.
That's the only time fucking that shit's ever worked for me in school.
All right, on to the next thing. Shameless plug here. I started streaming. You guys can check it out at twitch.tv.
Check it out. Check out my boy out here, dog.
/ Calamity, CILAMITY, gaming, GAMING.
So challenge him, you'll get picked up and dropped off in the same game. Picked up and dropped off.
So yeah, go check me out if you're interested in seeing me play some video games and hurt some feelings to some 10-year-olds. So.
Yeah. And some 35-year-olds that can't play.
Yeah, also 35-year-olds.
Mofos be wild and
Bro,
screaming at me.
The other day I was playing Rainbow Six and there was a 68-year-old man in the lobby that I was playing against.
Jesus.
68-year-old man in the lobby that I was playing against.
It was probably hard.
Legend. He told me what he was saying in chat. He's like I'm an Army vet, did JROTC. And I was in the Marines. He said he did 6 tours, which is like 28 years.
I respect them to a degree because some of my family are in there, but the few.
That's a long time,
like the
man.
few, the proud.
He's a lifer,
the nigga,
dude.
Please, you won't catch me out there for that goddamn long, bro.
I was ready, man.
Fuck no.
But I gotta carry around that stupid little red fucking breather helper, the inhaler for my asthma.
Yeah.
And I guess is like if you have an inhaler, it's either if you have an inhaler you're allowed, or if you don't have an inhaler or something, I don't know. But I know that I looked it up too, and they said that at the age of, if you get diagnosed before you're like 13.
Oh, 13.
Yeah, if you get diagnosed before 13 or like young age like that, then you're not even legally allowed to sign a waiver to join the military at all.
I respect that.
So I was a little bummed whenever I figured that out too, because I did like a youth soldier program whenever I was younger, like a JROTC kind of thing, but it was more based around like infantry training instead of becoming like an officer when you get out.
Mm-hmm.
It was a lot more based around like combat experience and like just MOS type stuff, like supply and just all sorts of stuff, communications and I don't even remember what they call them, the fucking mapper guys, the navigation, stuff like that. So that was fun. I had a lot of fun, and I was like, I hated it when I was a kid, and then I got out of it, and I was like, fuck, I miss doing that shit, dude.
When anything you're out of your element and just away from home, I don't know, sometimes that's just being exciting and fun, just being away and just doing your own thing. It's always the funnest.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. On to the next topic, though. Spicy foods and weight loss. And the only reason I bring that up is because one of my coworkers, around Memorial Day, brought some salsa. We had a salsa contest or whatever, and the winner got $100. But he brought his salsa for the contest, and then he made another one, and then another one that were just eat them. They're good.
A lot of salsa.
Bro, his name is Raul. He barely speaks any English. And his English isn't that bad, to be honest. He speaks pretty good English, but man, that motherfucker makes a spicy salsa, bro.
Man, that real shit.
And nobody warned me, bro. Nobody warned me. And I take this, because I was eating his other salsa one day, and I was like, dude, that shit was fire. It was nice. It had, a good heat to it, but it wasn't,
overwhelming.
Oh, dude. And then I ate this other salsa.
Smack.
Well, because I saw Sam, the same dude from the other store, we work together now, and he took this big old scoop and ate it, and I was like, oh, it must be good, you know? And I scooped a big old scoop and ate it, dude. The gates of hell opened in my mouth, bro.
Felt the burn.
In my mouth. The Doom guy was in my mouth, just murking demons, bro. It was so hot in that motherfucker.
And Suavecito started playing in the
Oh, dude, it was bad. I was crying. Dude, I was crying. My lunch was 45 minutes long.
Yeah.
My whole lunch, I was tearing up, nose running, bro.
Oh, just burned.
It was bad, dude. It was so bad. And nobody warned me, dude, so I just take this big old scoop with this chip. I'm eating it. I'm like, oh, this is pretty good. I was like, it's kind of sweet. I don't really like sweet salsas. And then, boom, out of nowhere, that shit just starts like somebody sticking a needle through my tongue, bro. And I'm like, ah! I'm like fucking sitting there like doing that shit, bro. My fucking eyes are like tearing up. I got one eye's like crying,
There's no
dude.
moisture on the tongue. You're
There's
just
fucking my nose is just leaking, dude. And
it's a cure-all though, dog.
Yeah, you got a sinus issue, that'll clear it up so fast, man, so fast. But I bring up the weight loss thing because after I ate that shit and I swallowed it, 15 minutes later, bro, it felt like I had just done 50 crunches in a row without in a break, bro. I did them 10 minutes, just fucking busting them out.
Shit.
Oh, dude, I was like, oh, dude.
Well, I haven't had a carb since 2004.
I guess, yeah, I guess spicy food is supposed to help with weight loss because it burns calories. Which I don't know the science behind it, but I agree. After eating that salsa, after having that shit hit in my stomach, I felt my muscles working. Working. Yeah, that's exactly contracting is what it felt like. They were just like I was flexing all the time, and I was like, please let it stop, bro.
I'm just addicted to the burn, bro.
Yeah, I like the burn too. Especially I've noticed if I've been drinking consistently for a period, I'll eat a lot more spicy food, and it gets a lot spicier as I go. But one thing that you don't play around with, the mango habanero wings
That's my shit,
at Buffalo Wild Wings. They're so good, but them hurt. Those things hurt, bro. You gotta eat some ice cream before and after you eat them, bitches.
I've been at that stage of fucking half habanero, Wingstop, half habanero, half atomic.
What is atomic? I don't even fuck around with shit that's named like that.
Exactly what it sounds like.
The hottest shit you can get there.
Speaking of that, I want to get the first week feast, the hot ones, hot sauces. We'll have to do that for an episode.
Bro, my boy.
We'll have to do that.
Just let this food do it. I ain't about that.
No, you're gonna do them. You don't have to do all of them. You don't have to do the spiciest one. You can do as much as you can handle.
Bro, my boy Joe, dog. Because I used to work with him at the other gas station down below. This food, he would be in the kitchen all day, and I was like, he said, "You like hot shit?" And I was like, "Yeah, I love hot shit. I can fucking get off on that shit." He was like, "All right, bet." He said, "Come to my crib, we'll dab and we'll chill." Me and this food were watching the Wu-Tang Saga, and this food dabbing. And this was like, "Here, you want your hot shit?" He pulled out the bomb, that shit from there.
I know
he pulled
that
out
one.
He pulled out the last dab shit, and he pulled out some other shit, and he was like, "This is all from there, bro." So this is all the hottest shit. This food didn't give me no chip or nothing. He just put it on a spoon, and he's just having me test. The first one, the bomb, that shit. I don't know how they fucking sell that shit.
Is it taste bad?
It don't taste good.
It tastes like gasoline or what?
It tastes like some just straight spice type shit. And you're just like, and then that shit hits you like a ton of bricks.
Like,
but then the last shit though, the last shit he gave me, that shit like stained the whole tongue, my whole like, not even the tip, it was like a quarter of my whole tongue was just on fire for like 24 hours.
Jeez.
And I was just, he was like, yeah, man, you should drink some milk or something. You need some milk. I was like, no, bro. I was like, give me some milk. And I tried that. It didn't do
Doesn't
dick.
help, bro.
It didn't
You're
do
switching around,
dick.
spitting it out, switching around, spitting it out.
I needed to get like a fucking shake and put my whole tongue in that bitch. That's what I needed.
Jeez,
But
man.
I don't know. I still like the flavor. The flavor was pretty dope. But that atomic.
On the second one?
But the bomb, bro.
The bomb's terrible, huh?
I wouldn't eat that with nothing, bro. Like it won't fucking like I can't think of anything it would compliment. That's just nasty. Like not even nasty. It's just like it's like I just took a bite of a bunch of herbs and spices in one spoon, and then it's just wishing around in the mouth. But it goes away. But that heat.
But then it comes back.
No, not the flavor. The flavor don't come back, but that heat stays with you on some other shit. I was just like, what the fuck?
Preps you for what's ahead.
I was like, I got the meat sweats. I didn't even eat no meat, bro. I didn't eat nothing. And
I hate those when you feel it like here in your face.
Oh, yeah, dude.
That's
also have you sweating,
bro. You feel
it's
that
terrible.
shit.
I love it, but it's terrible. Never again with nothing nasty.
That shit is horrific.
Wings, though, I'm all about the wings.
Yes.
Frickin' flats all day, my G.
Flats. No drums, huh?
I'll eat a drum, but flats out of my heart.
They're easy, bro. You just take them at the knuckles, twist, pull the little bone out, and then the whole bitch all gone in 20 seconds.
I've seen some women just put it in their mouth, pull out nothing but bones. And I'm like,
hey, I got something we can try. Meet me over here in a little bit.
for real, that gave me a heart attack. I was like, God damn, you
turned
like
into that wolf from those
like,
cartoons. He's all like, big eyes.
Mouth hit the table.
The tongue rolls out. It like rolls down, and then it goes.
I was like, you do that? And she's like, And I started just going through them. They ate more wings than I did. And I was like, all right.
I've never been so hungry and horny at the same time.
Fucking ate me out of like $80 worth of food. Food was eating everything. That's when I knew. I was like, all right, the baddies that just nonstop eating and they can pull wings and God knows what else they can put down their mouth. So they do what they do.
That's a good segue into the next topic, which is getting shitty hand jobs from pretty much every woman. Every woman gives bad hand jobs.
Women be hurting me.
They don't know. They don't. Yeah, like
Claws.
they're fucking doing that shit like it's a shake weight, dude. Like fucking just white knuckle gripping that shit.
That fucking South Park
dude,
shit.
like what the fuck are you doing?
It's time to work out today, Sharon.
It's more of a startup mechanism.
It's like you need to not
It's like
do
pulling
that.
the lawnmower.
But it's funny. I've heard a chick say the same thing about who's fingering them and stuff.
Well, I bet it is too.
Yeah, honestly, if you think,
we don't know what the fuck we're doing down there, dude. We're just guessing. Like, does that feel good? What about the?
It's like picking a lock.
It's like
I learned
turn
from
the
Skyrim,
wheel, you
bro.
know,
I
like
learned
reach in
from
the attic, get the raccoons out. What do you like? You know, what do you want me to do?
So I got complaints of the things, but when the tongue action, no complaints. Never.
That's it right there.
You just gotta act like you're eating fucking ice cream. Lose their goddamn minds. But
Oh man, dude.
I've had an argument with a few women like that. They said, "Oh, so you were going off on that?" I was like, "Bitch, how you gonna tell me how I feel about my shit? I grip my shit better than you could ever grip my shit."
Yeah. How the fuck you think you gonna beat my dick better than me? No chance.
Is the distribution of torque.
Yeah. And also,
You need momentum.
Yeah.
You need tempo.
Tempo is an art. It's music.
You ever fucking listen to music before? You know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Incorporate that 1, 2, 3, 4. Get her done. You know.
Let's just start doing. Du hast.
No.
It's just
She's all
going
punching your balls while she's jerking you off. You're like,
She's mashing.
Your best sounds like grandma just slapping the fucking sausage and shit.
She's mashing it.
Oh no, dude.
It's like, she does that. That's
She used to be a prostitute or whatever, right?
She's like, the whole whore thing? I can't believe it.
I gotta believe.
He's like, some of my best friends are whores. It's like, yeah, I believe that. Fucking quick. This
Oh,
guy.
man, that's a fucking shit.
That's
dude.
my boy. That's my boy.
All right. Well, I think that will conclude the first episode of the Calamity and Crew podcast. Thank you for tuning in.
Holy Calamity.
Yeah, if you made it this far, you're a trooper. Appreciate you. Don't forget to share with your friends, your uncle, your dog, your mom's turtle, whoever's down to listen. I'll figure out how to get this on podcasts or on Spotify and Apple and all that good stuff for you guys. But for now, you can find it on YouTube. Yeah. So
stay tuned.
you can follow me at Calamity Gaming on Twitter. Check out my Twitch at twitch.tv/Calamity Gaming, CILAMITY Gaming.
Follow my boy.
Where can you find you at?
So you can only find
Dylan.
me IG fucking Dillbury. You know we out here, dog. You might have to search up Die Fieri, cause you know we out here, dog. You know what we doing.
Alrighty. So how at Dill
At DYLL Murray, just like Bill.
MURRAY or Y?
AY.
And where can they find you at, Jodie?
I'm trying to think my shit.
You can pull your
Because
phone
I'm always
out
changing it.
Your phone's
No,
right there.
I think I remember because
Just
it's
the
it's
app.
at jo.dee.jo.
At jo.dee.
Jodie Joe, basically.
.jo.
I mean,
All right. Well, that'll be the end.
stay tuned.